Last time on the adventures of Mr.Lance and Hambo. Mr. Lance and Hambo had faced the most terrifying foe they had ever seen in their lives. And it seemed like all hope was lost until Hambo suggested the two try to fuse together. The outcome was one of the strongest warriors anyone had ever seen, Mr. Lambo. Mr. Lambo knew there was only one way to end this fight, so he did so in one strike with the almighty Harambe Crush. Lord Costanza, seeing the ugliness in the world, decided to ban Alex from the eShop so that he may never ask for DLC money again. With his life now meaningless, Alex brings himself into exile in the woods, and a new adventure begins. We open up into a small clearing in the woods. At about midday, the sky is filled with clouds, and there is a chill in the air. In the clearing, there is a small log cabin in a tree. Stump that has clearly been used for chopping wood. Like a good man should, I said. The door is open, and a weathered Alex Travers exits the cabin. He now has a full beard, and is somewhat more muscular than he was this time we last saw him last year. He picks up the axe by the tree stump and begins to cut away at the wood for a fire later on. Suddenly, there's a rustling in the woods. Alex notices this, but decides to do nothing and continues chopping the wood. Then a figure of beauty and magnificence appears, as it is none other than Joe, the most handsome and intelligent man alive.
Alex, is that you?
Alex? I haven't heard that name in years.
Alex, you've been out here for a week.
Alex stops his work, slamming the axe with a force into the stump, and then slowly turns around to look at Joe.
What do you want, Joe?
Heaven's a little worried about you. She asked me to come check about you.
You shouldn't have come here, Joe. My life means nothing to me anymore.
What do you mean?
Without access to the eShop, Hambo can never buy me my DLC. I can never have access to Bruhan or data input. What am I supposed to do without Zamasu's moveset, Joe?
Alex, don't you think you're overacting just a bit here?
Joe, if I don't have that DLC, Hambo can beat me using all of Zamasu's moves on his custom character. I'll never be able to beat him. I'll never see Hambo's ass live on Twitch for a full hour with balls and scrumped.
There is silence in the air. Joe consents to the severity of Alex's words and understands that he has nearly given up all of his chance of redemption.
Alex, what if I told you there was a way to be unbanned from the eShop?
That's impossible. Do you think Nintendo has the power to override a decision made by George Costanza? No one has that kind of power. No one!
I might be able to get you an audience with the great leader.
Joe, are you saying what I think you're saying?
There's a chance we can get you unbanned from the eShop.
I was hoping he could get me Hambo's news, but I guess that's better.
Come on, Alex. Let's fly on my Nimbus cloud like Costanza has.
The flying Nimbus comes down from the sky and sets itself at Joe's feet, and he quickly boards the cloud.
Joe, there's one last thing I have to do before I leave.
Alex runs back into the log cabin and walks to the back of the room. He opens up his closet and sees the homemade shrine of all the Xenoblade 2 women with large anime titties. Alex kisses each of the blades twice, once per titty, and then runs back to see Joe before furiously masturbating and using his jizz to put out the scented candles. He then rips off the fake beard he got at Five Below and leaves.
So, you ready to go?
Let's get some DLC.
So Alex and Joe fly away to the great apartment building in the sky where Castle Costanza is currently located. They fly above all the clouds and everything in the sky until they see floating a large cloud in a bright blue and pink sky. Castle Costanza. They reach the base of the building and they walk up the stairs to the door. Joe presses the button. A rumbling is heard in the intercom and the voice is heard.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep. I'm must be out before I pick up the phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home.
Oh, great and powerful one. I seek an audience.
Who dares interrupt the dinner of the great Lord Costanza? I was about to enjoy a nice bowl of crab bisque. If this is one of the soup Nazis, I swear.
It is I, Joe, the Magnificent.
Oh, Joe. Why didn't you just say it was you? Come on in, please. I have a big salad up here for you.
I appreciate it, oh noble and charitable king.
So Lord Costanza buzzes Alex and Joe up, and suddenly the two are standing before the great king's porcelain throne.
Alex Travis, returning from your exile so soon?
Fuck you, Lord Costanza. Hambo, I can't say this line because it's not true. You can masturbate to pirate as many times as you want. It never gets old.
Alex.
So, Joe, what can I do for you?
I have come to ask my friends.
Normally, I'd smite you both for even bringing up such a notion. However, I'll make an exception for you, Joe.
Oh, thank you, oh honorable lord.
Did I say I would just give it to you? Just like that? No, redemption doesn't come so easy.
Alex turns around as he is furiously masturbating to more Xenoblade characters.
It's so true. Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, Alex Travers, you must assemble a team of yourself and 2 heroes and go forth on a quest.
Alright, this is like a side quest because I have a lot of other shit.
This is a main quest, you fool!
Main quest, got it. So, what do you need?
I need 3 legendary objects from around the world. Fetch them for me, and I will reconsider your banishment from the eShop.
And what are these items, oh great balls one?
Firstly, you must receive the Emerald of Beyond. Then, a feather from the leader of the legendary Firebird clan. Finally, you must acquire the most valuable object in the entire universe.
Crown jewels?
A Nintendo Switch with all the DLC for every game already downloaded onto it, except for Snipper Clips 1 and 1-2 Switch?
No, it is the most prized possession of my nemesis, in the Shadow Realms, Toa.
Wait, Tova?
Completely understand. Joe, let's go. We have work to do.
Oh, Alex, I almost forgot. You have 3 days from now to complete your quest. If you fail on your quest, you'll be destroyed from existence forever.
Life without Hambo's news or DLC money isn't a life I want. Thanks, George Costanza.
Remember, if you die, you fail.
Alex and Joe fly away, and then